guys, Max and TheMoronOnline here, and from the title of the video you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Family. It's been on my mind a bit. Namely, my dad. My dad left. Well, right now I should say, it's me and my mum, she's downstairs at the moment. My granddad lives next door and we've got a dog. That's our entire family, pretty much, if you don't count cousins and all that. That's our family, me and my mum basically living together, that's it. My dad left when I was about 2 or 3 years old, and the way my mum tells the story is that one day he just rolled over, I don't know, he woke up, one day he just turned to her and said, "I don't love you anymore," and then left. Like I said, I was 2 or 3 at the time, so I don't really remember it, so I don't know if that's exactly how it went, but that's how she says it went. He used to visit every other month or so. Like, I always felt like I disappointed him, because even from such a young age as I was, which was about 6 onwards, I think, I was a huge gamer already. As soon as my mum bought me my first PS2, God, I would not stop playing. And that disappointed my dad, because I would spend non-stop hours. Like, even when he came round. Sorry, it's just I can see my reflection in the... I can see me on the screen through my lenses, like, right there. I'm pointing on the screen, but you can't see it. Yeah, hang on, let's take that off. And look, you can see my lazy eye. Yay! Right, I'm looking straight right now. But it's just that, see? That eye goes towards my nose. Oh well. We always used to do the same thing. So he came over and he always hated watching me play video games. That's what I used to do a lot. I used to just ask him to watch me, and I don't know why. He hated it. So he always tried to get me involved in football and sports and stuff like that. It didn't really work. But we always did the same thing. We always went to cinema, we always went to Blackpool and the swimming pool. Oh, that swimming pool in Blackpool, I swear, I want to go again, but I don't know. I need people to go with, and that's just effort. And my organisation skills aren't the best. Yeah, we always used to do that, and I don't know. We always used to go to Blackpool Tower and go to the top floor of that glass floor. Oh yeah. I don't know. And I should say, he now lives in France, my dad. He got remarried when I was about 5 or 6 years old, I don't know, to a woman called Anna, who I've met once. He had the nerve to bring her to here. Like, I don't know, that was off. And he's had 2 kids, Eloise and Orlando. 9-year-old girl, 5-year-old son. Or boy, I should say. My half-brother and sister, who I've never met. I'd love to meet him one day, but that would mean meeting him as well, and I really don't want to do that. For reasons I will explain now. So yeah, it all changed one time. He came round, he came to visit, and he was already annoyed at me. Like, I was just being a generic, you know, annoying little kid. And I think I pushed him too far. And I can't remember for the life of me what I did, but I pushed him over the edge. And he turned and threatened me, and he came at me with the knife. And I've got scars on my back and across my hips from where he got me with it. So obviously I'm never going to forget what happened there. And so then, the whole thing, the problem is, it was a horrible thing to do, to a child. No matter what the reason, no matter what caused it, it's a horrible thing to do to a child. But he's my dad. I mean, I love my mum, I do. But I don't half wish I had a dad. Just, I don't know. And so when someone comes to me talking about their problems and they say, oh, my dad's being such a dick, he always is around this time of year, something like that, and I'm just sat there like, yeah, tell me about it. Of course, I'm not saying that your daddy issues unimportant. By no stretch of the imagination am I saying that, because everyone's issues are important no matter what, because otherwise they won't be called issues. But yeah, I have a brother and sister in France who I've never met. I'd love to meet him. Family is important. It's the most important thing in some aspects. I mean, come on. Before my grandma was diagnosed, just before she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and she had sort of memory loss, I took advantage of that when I was a kid. Like, if I can't remember it. It's just like, oh, I told you that. Like, I'd do something without permission, and then when my grandma had a go at me for it, I said no. I asked for your permission and you said yeah. And I really, if there's one thing in this world I regret, it's taking advantage of that. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was wrong with her. I didn't know something was wrong with her. Oh God. Yeah, it's depressing. My grandma had an illness and I took advantage. My dad came at me with a knife, and it's only this year that I've actually told people about it. Like, this is the first time my mum's known. She knew he came out with a knife, but she didn't know he actually got me with it. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is, family may not be your best friends at the time. They might be really horrible to you. They might just, I don't know, but you can have massive arguments with your family and you can just fall out. But at the end of the day, they're your family. You can't choose your family. You can choose your friends. If you don't want to be friends with someone, just stop talking to them. You can't stop being family without getting disowned. Family is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, friends come and go all the time. Like, at MGS, I am no longer friends with anyone there. Not a single one. And that does depress me, yeah. But still got me mum, still got my granddad, still got my dog. And I've got a couple of good friends, but I'm sure when uni comes around and as soon as I start properly growing up, then they're going to be gone as well, which is depressing. Look, what I'm trying to say is, don't take family for granted. Again, I don't want to be too preachy or anything. Like, I've been told that I am too preachy. I'm trying not to be. But oh god, now my eyes are killing me. Sorry. I'm not saying at all that, I'm not trying to tell you what to do is what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just trying to get you to realise that you can stop being friends with someone. Like, you can have an argument with someone and then they'll be gone out of your life forever and you can not care. And it'll never haunt you. Sometimes it might, sometimes it won't. You can have an argument with your family member. If they were to die the next day, how would you live with yourself? When my grandma was in hospital, I went to see her once. Not because I just couldn't be arsed, but because I couldn't cope. I couldn't handle it. Seeing her in such a sick state like that in her bed, barely being able to lift her head off the pillow. It's very depressing, and it's done wonders on my mental state, or my mental health. But because I only went to see her once, I regret that massively. I regret not going every day. I wish, if I had one wish, it would be make my grandma's last few weeks wonderful. I didn't go to see her while she was in a care home. I saw her once in hospital, and I went in the ambulance with her, but that was it. Knowing me, I'm probably going to go and inbox my dad after this and say I want to meet up, which I always do. I always say I want to meet up, and then after a while I regret it immediately and then go back on it. But I don't know, it's tough. Don't take family for granted. It's family's there forever. Family will always stand by you. You can have your little spats, and your little tiffs and your quarrels and your arguments, but they'll always be there until they're not. And then when they're not, you're gonna hate yourself for ever starting an argument in the first place. Yeah. Anyway, that's just something that's been on my mind. No idea why, but what can you do? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.